Pittsburgh, former steel capital of the world, is still fighting a losing battle against globalization. I spoke to members of the Coalition of Black Trade Unionists, CBTU. What would you say are the top 3 issues for the people of Pittsburgh ahead of the damn primaries and in the long term concerning the American economy and America's future, for that matter?
Our healthcare is definitely an issue, and NAFTA as well, with the jobs being taken from the Americans and overseas. That's definitely a concern. Our safety as Americans. You know, who can bring our troops back from this devastating war?
Would you make a direct connection between the money America is spending in Iraq and the money that is not being spent inside the U.S.?
I think it's insane. I think it's absolutely insane for us to rebuild another country when we're that devastated here.
You have been following both candidates, of
Yes.
course. Which of the two, in your opinion, is best addressing the concerns of average Americans at the moment, Obama or Hillary?
I think it's Obama. I think Obama is definitely a breath of fresh air from old school politics. He is definitely has something new, and it seems like there's a new beginning, and we have a chance to really maybe get this thing right, or at least attempt to begin to get this thing right. You know, it's not the rhetoric of Washington that you normally hear. He seems like he's really sincere in what he's trying to do and what he's trying to offer. And I've never seen anyone be able to motivate a generation, you know, the way that he has been able to, and to make everyone feel that they're a part of what this is supposed to be about, which is democracy.
Practically, what would you expect from a President Obama in terms of jobs and the American economy?
He has to make it better, man. I mean, we're still suffering. I mean, you know, it has got to get better. I can't imagine, you know, 4 more years of where we are, man. I mean, you know, our economy right now is devastated, man. And
in terms of a steel worker in Pittsburgh nowadays, what would you say are the top 3 concerns?
Jobs, the fact that there's been a deindustrialization of America. Pittsburgh was the steel capital of the world, and that's a concern, that we don't have that industrial base that we had before, you know. The economy, the fact that people are having it very difficult to make ends meet, living from paycheck to paycheck. It takes 2 and 3 people in the family to survive.
From what you've heard, which of these 2 candidates better address the problems facing the steelworking industry in the U.S.?
I think both of them are addressing the problems, you know. It's just a matter of choice, you know, who you want to take.
You don't see...
Obama coming out of the Illinois, Chicago area, that was a steel center. Certainly, you know, he worked with the plants closing down and whatnot, and he worked with the distress. He worked with the unfortunate, the disenfranchised steel workers. So certainly he has direct experience with the programs. You know, so certainly he's certainly addressing the issues.
Do you see the problems affecting the steelworking industry as a byproduct of globalization?
Yes, it's a byproduct of globalization. It's a byproduct of unfair trade. The fact that you had NAFTA, now CAFTA, that have taken the jobs out of this country and sent them overseas. The fact that you've destroyed the industrial base of this country, I think that's a major factor.
So you directly blame NAFTA and CAFTA for these loss of jobs?
No, I blame American industry, because they couldn't leave unless the industry took them out of here, right? The law helped them. The passing these laws and these bills helped them.
Is there any possibility, a realistic possibility in your opinion, of reversing this trade and job situation?
I can't see it at this point. The trend is going the other way. The trend is, you know, first it was Mexico, below the border, now in China. Where is it going to be next? We don't know.
So you're not very optimistic?
No, I'm not very optimistic. I think we probably may have to move into maybe a new area to find jobs. People must work. We need a full employment economy. That's why some people cry about the government. The government has to be the last resort.
Would you have any suggestions in terms of retraining steel workers for other professions?
Well, they're already doing that. Our union has had a program for some years, worker retraining programs. Going into the technology, computerized training, whatever is available.
Do you make a connection of the problems of the American economy with the expenditure in the Iraqi war, for instance?
Well, yes, the Iraqi war has taken a tremendous drain on this economy. We're spending billions, trillions of dollars in that war. If that was going for, say, to repair the railroads, to repair the nation, if all that was going, we'd have jobs. But the fact is, going to the war, we don't have that.